checking in to Mercedes-Benz Stadium just west of downtown Atlanta. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the outset is Penix. Throw left side, there's London. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Well, this defense certainly knows they're going to have their hands full trying to slow down this passing game. Here's an example on the very first play from scrimmage. I think we'll see some different looks, maybe some pressure from different places, but it didn't work there, and it's a quick first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And looking to throw, Penix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Jarnell Mooney, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Now it's Burrow. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 2.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Play action. It's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And he's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Zach Moss from 6 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To the air, Penix. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. 2nd and 10. Now they'll audible to something else.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Into the hands of London. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Falcons.
And looking to throw, Penix. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix sliding out of the pocket. This pass is caught by London. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Robinson up the middle. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rondale Moore. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Bengals drive about to get going. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow looking to pass. That's caught. Andre Yoshivas. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Yoshivas. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
3rd and 4. To the air again, Burrow. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 73 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, though, if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 6. And he'll get get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
3 quarters have come and gone. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Penix. Over the mid. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Nifty move. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they were backed against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins, and he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. This is Brown going up the middle to about the 33-yard line.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 6 coming up. Here's Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Burrow. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding 2nd half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire 2nd half.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Burrow. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And remember now, a field goal does you no good. This is touchdown or bust territory. So they took a late shot for the end zone, but the defense, as they've been all game long, up to the task.
No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now. To throw, Burrow. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for two and go for the win. Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for two.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Boy, a potential game changer there here in the fourth quarter to kick that out of bounds. And now they get great field position at the 40 in a tie ball game. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. From midfield now, Burrow. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Burrow. That's to his tight end all. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it.
Here we go, set.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd down and 6 now. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. This time, Burrow will look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Simmons. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Boy, that one hurt, CD. They were in field goal range. They wanted that touchdown, understandably, but now a field goal on the other side would beat them.
And when you get the ball first in overtime, you're thinking to yourself, nothing less than a field goal. But you really want the touchdown. You don't want to put the onus on your defense to try and hold. In this case, they put it on them anyway, but at least they were aggressive trying to get the score that would have ended the game.
1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Hand off now to Robinson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
from the 9, 2nd and 5. On the give, here's Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the...
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.